Just as I was about to say my vows on my wedding day, my maid of honor suddenly stood up and announced she was pregnant with my fiancé's baby. Gasps echoed through the crowd of 300 guests. But instead of breaking down, I simply smiled and said, "I've been waiting for you to finally tell everyone the truth." Her face turned pale. She had no idea what was coming next. The church was a vision, a breathtaking canvas of white roses cascading from the altar and the petals scattered along the aisle like freshly fallen snow. Sunlight poured through the stained glass windows, bathing everything in a golden, ethereal glow. A string quartet played softly as 200 guests watched me walk toward what I believed was my destiny. My heart pounded with the exhilaration of pure joy. At the altar, Colton stood tall in a perfectly tailored tuxedo. His dark eyes were locked on mine, a mix of nervousness and anticipation in their depths. Even after 3 years, I still had this effect on him. The pastor began, his voice warm and steady as he opened his Bible. "We are gathered here today to witness the union of Colton James Wellington and Anna Rose Derrick in holy matrimony." I squeezed Colton's hands, noticing they were damp with sweat. The pastor asked him the traditional vows, and Colton's voice, though a little shaky, was firm as he answered, "I do." The pastor then turned to me. "Do you, Anna, take Colton to be your lawfully wedded husband?" "Wait." The voice sliced through the solemn silence, and every head in the church turned. My maid of honor, Karen Oscar, the woman I'd known since kindergarten and trusted with my deepest secrets, stepped forward from her place at the altar. Her face was twisted with an expression I'd never seen before, something ugly and defiant. "I can't let this happen," she announced, her voice echoing through the silent sanctuary. "Anna, you need to know the truth." My father started to rise from his seat, but my mother's hand on his arm stopped him. A low buzz of whispers started to spread through the pews. "Karen, what are you doing?" I asked, my voice steady despite the sudden terror in my chest. She lifted her chin. "I'm pregnant, Anna, and Colton is the father." The buzz of the crowd erupted into shocked gasps. Colton's face drained of all color. "Karen, don't," he pleaded. "Don't what?" she shot back, her voice growing stronger and more vicious with each word. "Don't tell her how you've been coming to my apartment for months? Don't tell her how you had second thoughts about this wedding? Or don't tell her how you whispered that you loved me while we— Enough!" My brother Tristan shot to his feet, his face a mask of rage. My sister Sydney grabbed his arm, pulling him back. Karen smirked, a cruel triumph in her eyes. "Face it, Anna, you're the consolation prize. He settled for you because I wouldn't commit. But now that we're having a baby," she placed a hand on her stomach. "Priorities change." The church was completely silent now, save for the clicking of my grandmother's rosary beads. I looked at Colton. He was pale, sweating, his mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. He couldn't meet my gaze, and that's when I smiled. It wasn't a happy smile.